So you're on the hunt for a great dog trainer here in Alpharetta, Georgia. Let's walk through everything you need to know to make a really solid choice for you and your pup. You know, this quote really nails it. Living in Alpharetta means we're out and about, maybe at Avalon, maybe walking through downtown. And having a well-trained dog just makes all of that so much more enjoyable and honestly, safer for everyone. Okay, here's how we're going to break it all down. We've got 6 steps that'll take you right through the whole process, from understanding our local needs to figuring out costs and even finding the best spots to practice. First up, let's talk about what makes training in Alpharetta a little different. We're not just teaching sit and stay. We're preparing our dogs to be calm and comfortable around all the action our city has, from busy sidewalks to packed parks. All right, now for the really core stuff. What a trainer actually believes and what qualifications they have. These 2 things are absolutely key to making sure the training is both effective and, most importantly, kind. So, the gold standard in modern science-backed training is positive reinforcement. Basically, instead of just correcting bad behavior, you're actively rewarding the good stuff. This builds a really strong, trusting bond and makes learning fun for your dog. Now, I know these certifications can look like a bunch of random letters, but they're important. If you see CPDTK or KPA-CTP, that tells you the trainer is grounded in humane methods. But if you're dealing with bigger issues like serious anxiety or reactivity, you'll want to look for IAABC or CBCCKA credentials. That shows a deeper level of expertise. Okay, so you've found a trainer whose approach you like. The next piece of the puzzle is picking the right kind of program. It's all about what works best for your dog's personality and, well, your life. And this is the question to ask yourself. Is your main goal to get your dog to listen when other dogs are around, or are you trying to solve a specific problem that only happens inside your house? The answer really points you in the right direction. So here are the 2 most popular options. Group classes, they're amazing for teaching your dog to focus with distractions, which you'll definitely need on the Alpha Loop. Private lessons, though, are perfect for zeroing in on those at-home headaches, like your dog jumping all over guests or surfing the counters for snacks. And then you have board and train programs. Think of it like a training boot camp for your dog. They can be really effective, but the most important part is actually the handover. A great program will spend a lot of time training you so you can keep up all that good work when your dog comes home. All right, let's get practical and talk about the numbers. What should you expect to budget for dog training services right here in Alpharetta? As a general starting point, a single 1-hour private lesson is usually going to land somewhere in this range. It's a good baseline to have in mind as we look at the bigger packages. This table gives you a pretty clear picture of the local market for 2026. As you can see, a 6-week group class is pretty reasonable. In-home packages give you more value for targeted issues, and that big price tag on board and trains, well, that reflects the 24/7 immersion and intensive work involved. Of course, a trainer's experience will also play a role in where their prices fall. Okay, you know what to look for, you have an idea of the budget. Now it's time to arm you with the final tools you need to make your decision. That means asking the right questions and knowing a few of our local rules. Here it is, your 5-point checklist. When you get a trainer on the phone, just run through these. Number 5 is a big one. Asking how they handle fear tells you a lot. A good trainer will always focus on building confidence, not using force. And asking how they tailor plans for life here in Alpharetta shows they get our community. It's also really smart to know the basic rules of the road. Alpharetta has a leash law for public spaces, so having a dog that walks nicely on a leash isn't just polite, it's the law. Your pup also needs to have their current rabies tag on their collar at all times. And hey, while all dogs bark, training can help make sure it doesn't become a problem for your neighbors, which is something our local ordinances cover. And now for the really fun part. Once you and your dog have been putting in the work, it's time to get out there and enjoy our city together. Let's check out a few perfect places to practice those new skills. Wills Park is an awesome spot. The fenced-in areas are a safe, controlled place to work on that super important recall. You know, getting your dog to come back when you call. And it's great for some positive playtime with other dogs. When it comes to leash skills, you can't beat the Big Creek Greenway. It's the perfect real-world classroom. You can practice keeping your dog's attention on you while joggers, bikes, and other dogs are going by. It's a great test. And when you're ready to take things up a notch, the trails along the Chattahoochee are fantastic. All the new sights and smells are like advanced level distraction training, which will help you build a rock-solid focus with your dog. Finding the right trainer is really just the first step in a super rewarding process. We hope this guide helps you feel confident moving forward. Good luck with everything, and just think of all the great things that are coming. Peaceful walks in your neighborhood, having friends over without any stress, and just enjoying this beautiful city with your best friend.